What's up, everybody? It's Ivory Hodges, America's trusted financial coach, and I specialize in helping my clients get out of debt as quickly as possible, also to build wealth and to retire early. That's the name of the game here. We want to be financially free and to retire early and live life on our terms. Okay, got another classic one for you here today. We're going to talk about how expensive it is and how life in America is right now. Play the clip.
Afford food. Will you help me? Get a job. Okay, I got a part-time job, but I still can't afford food. Will you help me? Work full-time then. Okay, I found a full-time job, but now I lost my health insurance because I make too much. I still can't afford food. Will you help me? No, stop being lazy and get a better job then. Go to college or something. Okay, I took out loans and I went to college like you said, but now I have a bunch of school loans I have to pay back on top of my health insurance. I still can't afford food. Will you help me? It was your choice to take those loans out. Get a job and pay them off like the rest of us. Okay, I was one of the lucky few to get a job in my field after graduating, but now I have to pay for student loans, my health insurance, I lost my food stamps because I make too much, and they take more money out of my paycheck for taxes. I still can't afford food. Will you help me? No, we won't. Well, on one condition. What condition is that? Pop out a kid. What? You're a single person household. We don't really care about you, but if you have a baby, suddenly we have way more assistance available for you. So you're saying I only deserve food in this country if my body is either A, performing labor, or B, in labor? That's correct. Okay, this system seems really broken. No, it's not broken. It's working exactly how we designed it to.
No, it's not broken. It's working exactly how we designed it to. And I feel like most of you all probably can relate to this. You probably can relate to this. You've done everything according to the rules. You play by the rules. You went to school, you got a job. AI comes around and they just lay you off. Whoosh, job gone. Or, you know what? Maybe you didn't get laid off, but your income is growing at what, 3%? While the cost of living is growing 5, 6, 7%. So your money is worthless what it was 10, 15, 20 years ago. Insane. But that's where we are right now in America. Life is expensive here. Housing. I saw a starter home. I kid you not. I went to look on starter homes because one of the things I like to do, I like to look at starter homes. That's my thing. Or just homes in general. I like to go to Redfin or Zillow and just kind of check and see what the home prices are. So I look in San Diego, or sometimes if I'm in, I just look across the country. And I kid you not, I saw a starter home. Not going to name the place, but the starter home was about $500,000. And we're talking about, I'm talking about a standard starter home. This is a real starter home. You know what I mean? And you're like, yo, I can't even afford a starter home. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking about buying, like $700, $800, $900, $1 million for a starter home. Laughable.
Got him! Got him!
We're not doing that. So a lot of people can relate to that. The cost of living is out of control, you know? So that leads us to our next clip. And we're going to talk about, give some love to Gen Z. Because Gen Z always gets a bad rap, like, oh, Gen Z is just lazy and Gen Z don't want to work and they just a weird group of people. Now, remind you, they said the same thing about us millennials. You know, and I feel like they're always picking on us. We're the participation trophy group. And then they talk real bad about Gen Z, but Gen Z went through a pandemic, right? A really bad pandemic, economic downturns. So if we have, you know, and so I feel like Gen Z should get a break. Play the clip.
Their life is over when they're only in their 20s.
Gen Z is in a worse position than past generations were at Gen Z's age.
Some people were going to war at Gen Z's age, so how are they worse off? Who cares if they can't afford a home? You don't need one anymore. They should just live with their parents until the age of 40 and stop crying because they've never been at war.
Gen Z's wars in their own country, state, city, and bank accounts. Imagine going to college for 4 years and afterwards nobody wants to hire you.
They're
and when you finally do get a job, it's for $12 an hour at Starbucks.
Delicious.
And rent costs $2,300 a month.
It's called hard work, which Gen Z clearly doesn't want to do. Life isn't just going to give you everything. All they do is perform poorly at work and blame mental health on everything. If they knew what hard work was.
They do know what hard work is, but the payoff isn't the same as it was back in the day.
The difference?
Back then, hard work could get you in house and was able to support your family. Nowadays, hard work only gets you fired.
Wow, that might be the dumbest thing you've ever said. Working hard and getting fired is just part of life. You act like the rising cost of food while minimum wage stays the same has any effect on Gen Z.
I paid $6 for a pineapple today, and it wasn't even good because I knew this pineapple was $6. Gen Z is stressed, depressed, and financially suppressed.
Sorry to tell you, buddy, but mental health doesn't exist. So why does Gen Z keep using it as an excuse for their struggle?
The food supply is poisoned. We're on the verge of war with everybody. You go on social media and something crazy is happening every second, and eggs are $12. You do the math.
I know stress has negative effects on the human body, leading to mental health issues, but it's too late. 2025. I can't believe Gen Z thinks their life is over. When I was 22, I bought my house for 3 grams and I carry. I also had 6 kids and was taking testosterone.
Because that doesn't mean their life is over, but you can understand why somebody might feel that way, especially when
they need to get off of the internet. Just because someone called you a name doesn't mean your life is over.
Now, you got to admit that was funny. But guess what? There's kind of a little truth in things that are funny. You hear comedians all the time. Dave Chappelle is one of my favorite comedians. Some of the stuff he says is outlandish and just hilarious. But at the same time, there's some grains of truth. So when we look at a clip like this and you listen to the guy, I feel bad for Gen Z because there is this sense of pull yourself up by the bootstraps. This is this sense of, I did it, our generation did it, and you should be able to do it. And I just don't think that's fair. And I get it. Life is not fair. You don't get what you deserve in life. You get what you negotiate. And I just want to send some love to Gen Z because, Gen Z gets a bad rap. But I have a lot of clients who are Gen Z. And I have some of the most creative, talented, smart Gen Zers. Actually, I would even argue it's probably the most fun demographic of people I enjoy working with. They understand about the importance of investing. They're very leery about credit cards. Now they use buy now, pay later. We don't, that's not good neither, right? So they use that, but they're really smart about money. Really smart about their money. But I do think that they're dealing with so much more different things than past generations. And they need a little support and a little help. And we're all dealing with something right now. I mean, I would say since 2015, the economy, life has been different since 2015. I mean, the cost of living, the tension, the social media unrest that you see on social media, depression, anxiety, mental health, all these things are taking a toll on all of us. So I just think we need to be just a little bit more kind, a little bit more understanding, a little bit more supportive, and we'll get through this. That's all I have for you guys today. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.